welcome back to another Numa Kids online lesson. So glad you guys could make it. And I'm very excited for today's lesson. We're going to be learning about Jesus when he was a boy. Very juicy story. But before we get into it, I'm going to need you guys to grab a few things that we're going to need for the craft a little later. So you'll need a square piece of paper like this, a pair of scissors, and be very careful when you're handling your scissors. You don't want to cut yourself, so don't run with these. And pencils and crayons to decorate as well. And I'll just wait for you guys to grab those quickly. Got it? Great. So today's story is out of Luke 2, verse 41 to 52. Now, before we begin, I want to ask if you guys have any family traditions that you guys do. Maybe it's going to specific restaurants on your birthday, or spending every Sunday lunch with your grandmother at her house, or going away when it's time for vacation and holiday. Whatever it is, sure there's something that you guys celebrate and do as a family on special occasions. And for Jesus' family, their family tradition was to go to the Passover festival in Jerusalem every single year. Now, the Passover is very special for Jews because to them, it's a night where they can remember how God had rescued them from being kept as slaves in Egypt. So it was very special to Jesus and his family, and they made sure that every year they made the 126-kilometer trip from Galilee to Jerusalem. Now that would take them about 6 days to walk there, but they did it anyways, every single year. Isn't that amazing? So, on this specific year, Jesus was 12 years old. They made that 6-day trip to Jerusalem, enjoyed the Passover festival, and now it's time to get back. So, they had been traveling for about a day when they realized that Jesus was missing. Isn't that crazy? Mary thought that Jesus was Joseph, and Joseph thought that Jesus was with Mary, but he wasn't. He was completely gone. I'd be freaking out. They had just lost a child, not just any child, the Son of God, Jesus. And an angel had already told Mary how special Jesus was, and now he's gone. Oh no. So the family quickly ran back to Jerusalem, and they searched and they searched. They couldn't find Jesus. But after 3 days, they found him, and he was in the temple. He was learning and asking the teachers questions, and everybody was so amazed because he's just a boy. He had so much wisdom. They were impressed. Except Mary. She was upset. "How could you do this to us, Jesus?" she said. "We've been looking everywhere for you. We were worried." Jesus was confused. He didn't understand why they'd be worried about where he was. Did they not know that they would find him in his Father's house? See, to Jews, the temple is considered a place where God dwells, and Jesus is the Son of God, so technically he was at home. So after a little more learning and a few more questions, Jesus' family went back to their real home in Galilee. And when he was there, Jesus continued to grow in his wisdom and grow his relationship with God and his people. Now, what can we learn from this story? What have you taken away from this? I'd really love to know. And so if you can type out your answers, please do so in the comment section below. And if you can't, maybe ask your parents to help you out. But for me, what inspired me about the story is Jesus' desire to know God and to learn more and interact with him. Even though he was Jesus, the Son of God, he knows God. But he didn't let his calling and his pride get into the way of gaining more wisdom and being teachable. And we've all been called to do something. We've all been given gifts and talents from God to help build his kingdom. And even though we may be smarter or better at something than somebody else, we shouldn't let that get into the way of learning more and gaining more wisdom and being teachable. So, in the spirit of learning and being teachable, for today I thought it would be really fun to learn a new skill. We're going to be making origami stars. Now personally, this is my first time, so I'm definitely learning. And that being said, we're going to keep it very simple. I'm still a beginner. So, grab your piece of paper and your scissors and your crayons and let's go through the steps. Okay, so you're going to take your piece of paper and fold it in half. Like this. Then you're going to take your bottom left corner, bring it all the way until it reaches the top. Like that. And then you're going to pinch in the middle. You're going to do the same with the top left corner. Bring it all the way until it touches the bottom. And then pinch in the middle until you make a little X. Then you're going to take your bottom right corner and bring it all the way to the center of the X. You're going to fold along the side. Now you're taking this corner and this edge to meet this edge, like this. I'm going to fold down here. And then you're going to take this edge and bring it all the way until it's in line with that one. But you're going to fold it over, so like this. You're going to fold here. And then you're going to bend it outwards and create a crease here. Now you have to be careful. So you're going to take your scissors very carefully and cut off the stuff here. Put the scissors away carefully. Throw these pieces away as well. What you're left with is this. Now, we're going to have to define our star because for now, this is what it looks like. My trick is to create two mountains and a valley on the inside. So I'll show you what I mean. So here you have the long side that's pointed out. This is going to be your mountain. Like I said, you're going to have two mountains on the long side and a valley in the middle. So you fold your two mountains and create the valley in the middle. I'm going to do the same with every long side. Here's another mountain. Create your two mountains and then the valley on the inside. Same here. This one's a bit outwards, but you're going to fix it because here's the long side. You're going to make your two mountains meet. And create the valley on the inside. You keep doing that until you've created all your mountains and valleys. Do it carefully, make sure not to tear it. Cool, I think I'm done. And how you know you're done is if you have a triangle like this. And either way you open it, you're going to get a triangle. You open it very comfortably. When you're done, you're going to open it, and there you have it, a star. Now you can take pencils and your crayons and decorate it. And I'm done. So I suggest you make a few more if you want. I definitely did, because practice makes perfect. And here you have it.